Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Pagey here, once again with another Arrow review, and obviously the Batman vs Superman trailer comes out today, but this is all about Arrow, so there will be spoilers in this review, and this episode was insane. This is obviously part 2 of the Flash Arrow crossover. So if you're going to enjoy the review, leave a like if you enjoyed it, leave a like if you just enjoyed the episode in general, leave any comments on what you thought in this episode because it was insane, as I said before, and subscribe for more. So it starts off with like a flashback to ancient Egypt where we get like a bit of the backstory on the Hawks as well as Vandal Savage. Now in present time we get the group going into a country to this not secluded house but just a house in the country sort of to keep everyone protected as well as just strategize. Now while we're there, Carter actually gives Kendra her suit along with some more explanations on their history and what they should be aiming to do. Now, one of the things that we knew that was going to happen in this episode, and it sort of continued on from what happened right at the end of the Flash episode yesterday, is that we actually get Oliver going to the woman's house, who's Samantha, that we saw in the cafe yesterday, and he obtains a strand of the boy who's called William's hair, so obviously he's going to plan to do some form of DNA test. Now, while running to actually meet Merlin and Oliver, and who are also meeting Vandal Savage there, Barry sees another version of himself running next to him, similar to what we saw last season in The Flash. So they basically gave it away that he was going to time travel, which I think they sort of need to do that, like the ghosting next to each other. But I was wondering when they were going to time travel, but then I think we all know when a certain thing happened, we knew that when he was going to time travel. As I said, they were there to meet with Vandal Savage, who sort of gives them like a decision or like an ultimatum, I guess you could say, either to hand over the Hawks or everyone they are close to and like the cities that they live in will actually die. Now the Hawks actually have a fight while they're back at that house to sort of, mainly Hawkman trying to teach Kendra to get to bring the rage out, so she is able to become Hawkgirl basically on cue. Now while all this is happening, Laurel, Thea and Diggle actually had gone out and they return with a tape from a professor who's called Professor Boardman from St. Roche University, which will be appearing in Legends of Tomorrow. Like if you watch the Legends of Tomorrow trailer, you see Professor Boardman in the trailer. He's like hiding behind like a cannon almost or something like carriage wheel or something. And we also see St. Roche University. They're actually like walking through it where you can see like the Vietnam posters and stuff like that. Now, as I said before, Oliver was probably going to get a DNA test with that strand of hair, and he actually does, and it's to prove that William is his son. He then approaches Samantha about the issue, who explains to him everything that happened around about Oliver's mum offering him her money to sort of, stay away. Now, Felicity actually approaches Oliver about the paternity test, and they look like they might have broke up, which I was hoping that they did, because I really can't stand Felicity. She's really annoying, not in like a minor sense, like when she's like a side character, but when she's like a main character, when she's like in like the top 3 characters in the show, she's in every single scene. It's sort of annoying. So Barry, Oliver and the Hawks actually go to meet Vandal Savage. Now Barry has these gauntlets made which would be able to snag the Staff of Horus from Vandal, but unfortunately, and this is when it goes mental, everything goes to absolute shit. Vandal kills both of the Hawks and steals their energy to become even stronger, and then uses the Staff of Horus to blow up Central City, killing everyone. It first kills Oliver, which sees like skeleton there, just goes to ashes, then it blows up all of Central City and then reaches that house that everyone's staying in and blows all of them up. Insane. And the only one to survive is Barry, who manages to run really fast and actually managed to time travel back to that initial meeting with Vandal, Merlin and Oliver, hence why we saw that ghost. So now basically everything that happened in this episode has been cancelled out. Really, everything has been cancelled out, and we have to start right from that point with that initial meeting with Vandal Savage. So Barry makes sure that this time runs smoothly, nothing going wrong, and sort of keep everyone in the right state of mind, which I think is the right thing to do. Now Kendra actually has another flashback to ancient Egypt, and she figures out a way to actually beat Vandal, or a way to sort of stop the Staff of Horus being so effective. Now the group reenact the meeting with Vandal, but actually manage to beat him this time, obliterating him into like ashes. When I think at this point all of us were wondering, oh, what's going to happen in Legend of Tomorrow, but they explain that at the end. So the Hawks leave to actually do their own thing. I can't remember where they said. I kind of missed it. Yeah, anyway, if anyone knows, leave it in the comment section below, but it sort of went over my head. But Oliver actually confronts Samantha again, due to like Barry sort of giving him the motivation to do so, and he actually gets to interact with William, but not able to reveal to him that he is actually his father. So he's just pretending to be his mother's friend, so he can actually interact with William. But I think William might come into play later in the season, and with a certain Damien Dark being involved as well. And the last thing we see in this episode is actually Malcolm going to the ashes of Vandal Savage and repeats the oath that Vandal had spoke in one of the Egyptian flashbacks, which is basically about him constantly killing the Hawks and stuff like that. So Merlin is bringing Vandal back to life. I don't know if somehow Vandal owed, or Merlin owed Vandal one. I really don't know, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens, because I'm pretty sure, I wonder if they'll come back up. It might come back up. Maybe, actually, I don't know when it will. Maybe Merlin might be appearing in Legend of Tomorrow, the first couple of episodes, who knows. But God, this was an amazing episode. Probably the best episode of Arrow or Flash ever. Like, either one of them. I think I was like constantly stuck to the screen. I couldn't get my eyes off. And it was just amazing. Sure, that people can complain about, oh, when they do the time travel, it can sort of make half of the episodes seem irrelevant. But really, when we got to see everyone blow up and just like disintegrate, that was insane. And that was like really good TV as well. So I loved it. Leave your opinions in the comment section below. What do you think of it? Gotta remember, in about like an hour and a half, 2 hours time, the Batman vs Superman trailer will be premiering on Jimmy Kimmel, so I'll be bringing out videos on that, maybe like 2 or 3 videos on it. Who knows, we'll have to wait and see what I can really be bothered doing. So one of them probably like a trailer reaction, a breakdown, then Easter eggs, but we'll see if there's how different the trailer is, if you know what I mean. But yeah, if you enjoy the video, leave a like, leave any comments, and subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you later, guys, and goodbye.